Hey everyone, thanks very much for joining the Clinton Donnelly Show. So excited to talk about taxes and regulation and how it affects our daily lives. You're going to find this show extremely interesting. Please stay tuned. And if you would, please hit the subscribe, like, and follow. It means so much to us. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the show. The IRS uses a system from a company called Palantir. And their software, it's the Palantir Explorer. And this is a company that's formed by Peter Thiel. Palantir, it comes from the name Palantir comes from anyone who's aware of it, the Lord of the Rings. The Palantir was the giant globe ball that allowed the crystal ball that you could look into it and you could see things that are happening all over. And that's kind of what this software does, is it takes diverse data sources and maps them together through their analytical engine to identify relationships. So they have the tools. They have, a couple of years ago, they put a program in place that in every IRS office, there will be one person who's designated as the Palantir specialist for that office. So they have the tools. All these data sources that they get, whether they're W-2s and 1099s, or data that's coming in from summonses, such as the Kraken John Doe summons. There was a Coinbase summons. There was a Circle summons earlier. We've had clients who have been audited based on information that was pulled from local Bitcoin. So if you traded on local Bitcoin, they've turned your information over to the IRS. Basically, everybody's in the US crypto space has turned it over to the IRS. Well, I think what this gives them is a multi-year picture of the volume of activity that you were doing in crypto trading. Because Kraken is a very popular exchange for trading on, has a very good tool set, good fee structures, I'm told. And a lot of people like to trade on Kraken. Whereas Coinbase is a place where more seasoned traders kind of get off Coinbase and operate somewhere else. But by the US having all this data on Kraken, it gives us a picture of who are the big traders, who are the big people who are making money. They can get a picture of that. And it comes down to prioritizing who they go after. Now, I expect the IRS to go after the biggest guys, but they'll also go after more of the middle-sized guys, because the biggest guys are doing one of two things. Either they're trying to be compliant or they're being fully non-compliant, right? So we know these guys. And so they will go after the guys who are totally avoiding paying taxes. The guys that they're trying to pay, that's more of a battle, more of a dogfight, and they can lose in tax court for a variety of reasons. They may not be able to actually calculate the numbers. I think they're going to go after people who are not reporting, not people who are reporting some, but maybe not all. And they can't tell that. They don't know if it's person has underreported or if the person has just calculated a different number than they might come up with. But I think the first people they're going to go after are the people who clearly are not reporting anything, because that's so cut and dry in terms of going after it. Now, going after those, you could do that through criminal investigation. People who are underreporting, if it looks like a drastic underreporting. So the IRS knows this. What's the gating factor? Why aren't they being audited now? Well, two issues. One is the IRS has to secure their funding, which was attacked actually by the Republicans. They attacked it. They got a reduction on that $80 billion. They reduced it by $20 billion. So they're concerned about that, disturbing taxpayers, if you will. Also, they don't have enough auditors to handle the crypto audits. Now, it's not expected that an auditor will know how to handle crypto, but they're expecting to hire cryptocurrency subject matter experts that will work with the auditors who collect the data, hand it off to the subject matter experts, and they do the analysis. So I think right now they have 23 people in that team. So they, you can imagine that they clearly need, 10 times that number to go after all the people they need to go after. So I think these are the gating factors for them in terms of who they approach in terms of audit. But that's changing. They just announced that they're hiring 3,700 auditors. That they're going to hire 3,700 auditors. This will probably double the number of auditors they have. The subject matter experts, I expect them to start contracting that out. so that they're not limited by hiring limitations. And of course, the media machine, right? The IRS uses, I mean, it was kind of funny at this conference, they had the IRS commissioner, and nice guy, competent, very trustworthy type of person, talking about how he's making the IRS better, and we're not going to audit people who don't need auditing, and and this sort of stuff. Kinder, friendlier, gentler IRS, right? But we all know in the background, the IRS also uses a fear machine. Especially in the winter months when it's tax season, if you will, they're always putting out letters of how they crushed somebody or they got somebody in tax fraud, or they're always working the fear machine because they use fear as a very powerful motivator for voluntary compliance. Actually, it's good that you have somebody like that up there who's, I think he's a very sensible person. He's made some significant changes in how they operate. And a second observation about the Circa conference is the number of contractors, let's call them government contractors, that was there was amazing. There were hundreds of people there, and there were 40 IRS people as well. The IRS has money, and the contractors can smell it. I think what we're looking at is that, as I've said in the past, the IRS knows about 95% of all the traders. They know all your trading history. They have a sense of your trading history, put it that way. They know who the small guys, the medium-sized guys, and the large guys are.
Thank you very much for listening to today's show, and I hope you enjoy it. Please give us comments. We would love to respond to any questions you give us. You have tax questions that we can apply to. We will try to address it in future shows. Please hit like, subscribe, follow. Thank you. Have a great day.
The Clinton Donnelly Show, where we explore how taxation and regulations of cryptocurrencies affect your daily life as an investor. Clinton has a law degree in international financial regulation. He is an enrolled agent and certified as a cryptocurrency anti-financial crime specialist. He has clients in 71 countries. He is one of the top experts in crypto taxation in the US. This show is sponsored by CryptoTaxAudit.com, the income tax experts for US crypto investors. Are you frustrated with using online crypto tax services to calculate capital gains? Are you a high-frequency trader, DeFi, NFT, play-to-earn, or whale investor? Nothing is too complicated for the experts at CryptoTaxAudit.com. Are you frustrated that your accountant doesn't understand crypto taxes? Crypto Tax Audit uses a proven, bulletproof crypto tax return methodology to prepare a tax return that doesn't attract the attention of the IRS. Crypto Tax Audit also offers an exclusive Audit Defense membership service. It's like car insurance for your tax return. If your return gets selected for an audit of crypto reporting, they will defend you at no additional charge for the entire life of the audit. No one offers anything like Audit Defense membership. Go to CryptoTaxAudit.com to learn more and schedule a private tax consultation now. The opinions expressed in this show are not legal advice. Tax and regulations are complicated. Your situation is unique, so you should always consult a tax professional.